So just like the rest of the country, I'm following the trial for George Floyd, and I was just thinking about the few times I've had friends who had encounters with counterfeit money. When I was in college, one of my old friends that I had known since kindergarten had gotten addicted to drugs. He has since passed away, unfortunately. But he had a time when he recovered, and I asked him how he got all that money to do drugs, because I was struggling financially at the time, and I thought if he can come up with money to do drugs, maybe I can come up with money to do better things. And he said, "You don't want to know," and I left it at that. And later on, he confessed that he had done quite a few illegal things, including at one point he printed counterfeit money. And I thought he had some kind of high-tech operation, but it turns out that he would get to know a couple drug dealers, and then he would make one big trade at the end with counterfeit money, and nobody was the wiser. And then he would obviously he would do this right before he needed to move halfway across the country, so that they wouldn't go after him. Anyway, so that's why I have a big fear of ever getting involved in drugs. I almost thought about putting on some kind of medical directive, don't give me any painkillers under any circumstances. But then I've had nightmares about having that in my medical directive and not being able to get any painkiller when I've been in serious pain. This past year, I've gotten over a number of long-held addictions, and so I'm not so fearful of the addiction part of it anymore. Anyway, so that's that. A few years ago, I was dating a girl, many years my junior. She was working at a Taco Bell. I don't know why we talked about counterfeit money. I think we were talking about investing in precious metals and how all money is counterfeit. I think that's why the topic of counterfeit money came up. She said that one night, some guy came in with a $50 bill, and she instantly knew it was counterfeit. But she was alone behind the counter, and so she had to pretend to not know any better, and she accepted it. And she was worried for the rest of the night that she was going to lose her job, and she had already planned what to do if she had lost her job over accepting that $50 bill. And it turned out nothing happened of it. Her manager never brought it up. Nobody ever brought up that they had accepted this counterfeit money, and so that was that. Where else have I run into? Oh, one time I had bought a gold coin online. It was a double eagle, and the coin was counterfeit. It was made of real gold, but the coin itself was counterfeit. It's kind of hard to go into detail of how I found this out, but obviously I demanded a refund. And what's really funny was that the seller, he had used a fake address in mailing me the coin, and so when I tried to return it, the package bounced back to me. And so I filed a credit card dispute because I was worried that eBay wouldn't accept it because the coin had bounced back to me. And it turned out the credit card company refunded me, but eBay also refunded me. And I got to keep the coin. Even though it was counterfeit, it was still made of real gold. And so out of a $2,000 coin, I made $6,000 out of the deal. Even though the coin was counterfeit. My guess is that not only was the coin counterfeit, but it looks like the seller also was involved in some kind of theft or some issue where he couldn't give his real address. So that's that. So I've had my run-ins with counterfeit money. Thanks for watching.